I was just preparing my notes for my speech, and Tracy made my life easy because she covered all the key points that I was about to cover. So thank you, Tracy. And I'm here to talk about what's Next all about, what's my vision about Next, and believe it or not, it's about collaboration. And I think I won't repeat the same things, the same points that Tracy spoke about, but for me, the concept of Next or Next is all about bringing all the cybersecurity practitioners together in an innovative way. Okay, and for me and for all the team members who are part of Next, including the advisory board members, it's all about collaboration, okay, and exchanging ideas in an innovative way. And the thing is that quite often people talk about the fact that technology alone can solve the problem. Sometimes the vendors say that, nothing against our sponsors, but I think the key in success for various cybersecurity leaders is in people, process, technology, collaboration, and collaboration is the key word over here. We live in a day and age where the cyber threats are evolving on a regular basis. We all know what happened to the city of Hamilton. We all know what happened, what's happening in the healthcare sector right now. The ransomware gangs are evolving their threats, techniques, and procedures. We all know what's happening with Logbit. Logbit was just taken down about a week ago by Interpol, and guess what? They're back again. Just last week, I think the Black Kit ransomware gang had I think they claimed about $22 million in extortion. So what needs to happen now is that the cybersecurity leaders need to come together in a more collaborative way. A big part of my career was actually spent working for higher education sector and the public sector. In one of my previous roles, I was the shared CISO for Ontario Higher Education, worked really closely with Tracy and her peers over there. And one of the things that we used to do over there was that we used to have like weekly calls, Friday calls, I think they still have them. And on those calls, we used to talk about all current threats that are impacting the higher education sector, the healthcare sector, and the public sector. And we used to have a roundtable right after that. As a VCISO, I've been doing a similar thing. And with the Next platform, we have a similar concept in mind. We want to make sure that we bring the entire community together, the entire ecosystem together, which includes the CISOs, security practitioners, and vendors, in which we talk about not just the problems, but the solutions also. Okay? And that's something I learned while working for the higher education sector. I mean, I've worked in the private sector also, I've worked in the consulting sector also, and one of the things that I've learned in my career is that cybersecurity is a team sport. We need to share ideas, we need to collaborate, and I believe Tracy hit the nail on the head when she spoke about those 4 gaps. I think she spoke about collaboration gap, policy gap, and a few other gaps which need to be addressed. And through the Next platform, we want to do that. Okay, it's not just going to be about doing events for the community, events for the CISOs. We want to make sure that we are actively engaging with the community, not just through roundtables, through CISO events, but we're going to be having podcasts, we're going to be having white papers also, researches, and a lot more to come. Okay, and we want to make sure that the community which is going to be a part of it, all the cybersecurity practitioners, they are contributing back in some shape or form. A key pillar at Next is education as well also. We want to make sure that the CISOs who are part of the advisory board, the CISOs who are participating, they're also able to give back to the community in terms of sharing case studies, their success stories, what worked, what didn't work. We've got CISOs in this room who have experienced ransomwares, who experience breaches. Okay, there are various forums out there through which they do collaborate, and here's the thing, we don't need to reinvent the wheel. We just need to just use that in a more innovative way. I want to talk about the world's first CISO, Steve Katz, who passed away last year. He was the first CISO, and perhaps he was the first person to come up with the concept of ISACs. Okay, he was one of the longest serving members of IC Square. In the room today, we've got the reps from ISACA local chapter, from IC Square, from other professional bodies also. We want to work together with everybody. And that's what the concept of Next is all about. So I would welcome any ideas from the community to make sure that we make this platform a huge success. And before I invite the next speaker on the stage, I want to give a vote of thanks to the advisory board members who have made this event a success, and they are actively contributing to the content that we are going to be creating or going to be working on for the upcoming events. Can we have the slide for the advisory board members, please? Okay, and with that, I'd like to thank our co-chairs, Samer Adi and Kashif Pervez, Simon Brown, who's also the Master of Ceremonies for today, Irene Birungi, and Zaki. He's not here with us right now, but I'd like to thank them for being a very important part of the Nkst team. And with that, and with lots of enthusiasm, I'd like to call on the stage the Chief Strategy Officer and the co-founder of Nkst. Please put your hands together for Raheel Qureshi.